Day 13. Well, I got 2 parts in one day, so that was good. I guess bombs this time. The days of water focus end this time. I'm going to do map prepping with bombs for walls. You'll see later, but other than the bombs, this is a huge time sink of a day for no good reason. I start by grabbing enough yellows to manage bombs, but not really do a ton of other stuff right now. Immediately heading to the bridge section that has the bomb skulls. One of them trips and falls behind. And then I get the rest of them to collect those bombs there. And end up grabbing 9 bombs there once it's all said and done. I split the groups properly at base. Oh, that's enough for that wall. Oh. I remember that that's enough to take down the darker wall as I pass by it, but I want to complete the smaller wall that's blocking all those hearts that I've got ready. I walk over to it and get the bomb wall down finally. That one's done. And I try to grab 2 bomb rocks while on my way back to base, but one of them just has some silly AI issues and just won't grab a bomb. So I call it, and on my way back I make it harvest some nectar while I head to base and bomb down the black wall there. Oh, not a train. Well, on my way back I get interrupted by a train, so that's cut out again. And then I get some really good blast sounds off of this wall while bombing it. Nearly have some troubles throwing some onto it, but then separate them properly and get another good blast out of it. I call out all my yellows to properly excavate more bombs and more nectar as I pass by that, so that way I can actually make their little AIs work. Once I have my bombs collected, I call out the nectar group, get some more nectar going as I walk past by that. What other walls are left? And I check the map. I think I got them all. The only main one left to bomb is the dark wall here, so I take my last bombs and I just toss them all onto it just to get it out of the way. Okay. Doodly-doo. I get some more nectar moving, call out my groups that are done picking. Let's see. That one out there. Oh, let's get the yellow part, yeah. And I try to think of what to do next, and realize that I can get the UV lamp done, but that requires yellows. It's a pain trying to navigate them around all those little walking corridors, so I opt into just tossing them onto a lower ledge, climbing up around, and then tossing them to the next one. Of course, initially I don't realize it, but it ends up still working. There we go. I walk back around. Oh, that's not quite correct. I call out the group, trying to be careful with the C-sticks so they don't walk off. Just C-stick them towards the wall in the corner there. Oh, it's still saving me time. Easy. And I very easily get the UV lamp down just by tossing all those yellows up there. Easiest part ever. I found my UV lamp. The only problem with this handheld light is that it can be too bright at times. I have to remember to wear my sun visor when I look into it. Once I have the part moving, I place a couple more onto it, and then I use my small group of yellows to distract the blowhog while it's walking its way back to base. Don't follow us. And then I toss maximum Pikmin onto it and get it moving quickly. UV lamp. This handy light is great for tanning, but it doesn't seem to have any relation to the dolphin's flight capabilities. I doubt that it will affect my escape from this planet. Perhaps there are other parts like this as well. I've now recovered 23 of 30 parts. If I can find just 6 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. I call the yellows off the part, and then I just grab a large group of them and decide to go for all 100. Now we'll get them all. We got so much nectar available. So I can grow nectar and grab as many pieces as I can. Have some train audio issues, so you get to listen to some raw audio. Still really good music for this area. And do some mad sea sticking to get nectar as visually as possible. I try calling them and completely don't notice that they don't follow me there. I'm just focused on getting to where those parts are and moving them all back to base so I can focus on freeing up the map more. Alright. Maximum overdrive. All 100 of them. Except for those ones, apparently. Not realizing that it's not all 100. And then I catch it later as I walk back. Yep, I forgot about those ones. And then all those parts arrive together, one right after the other. Zirconium rotor. Made of rust-proof zirconium, it is as shiny as new, despite being left out in this planet's harsh elements. I now recovered 24 of 30 parts. If I can find just 5 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. The chaos of the yellows. I get another funny overflowing of yellows in one spot. Pilot seat. Picturing this in the cockpit, images of me lifting up into space begin to fill my taxed brain. It fills me with inspiration once again. And now recovered 25 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 4 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. I call all the yellows and check the map. Alright, now there's a way to do this. I intend to do a skip here. I'm going to try an exploit here. And it went so poorly, I end up just fast forwarding through this whole section because it ends up just being a huge waste of time. I go over, toss the blues up to the ledge, because the whole point is I want to think I can get knocked up out of bounds. Get knocked out of bounds up onto the wall, walk all the way to where I throw the blues onto the ledge, and then toss them up from there, instead of using the candy pop button. The way that you would do this is to bait over the bull bear, get them to lunge attack into you to knock you up into the wall while you're laying down as an object. I get back to the main 2 bull bears there. The first one's not really knocking me in, so I try to take the corner area, because maybe that will work better. There's a lot of back and forth, trying to circle around it to get it to do the proper attack, get the proper angle, get something to work on this. I just take a ton of damage overall. Yep. The damage to my suit is approaching its limits. The safest course of action would be to return to the dolphin at once and repair my suit. To do so, I need only to stand in front of the dolphin and press A. If only repairing my ship were as simple as pressing a single button. And I end up with so much damage that I have to repair the suit and get back to the ship. I recovered 25 and 30 ship parts. Just 4 more parts will increase the dolphin's capabilities. While confirming the ship status, I have taken the opportunity to repair my spacesuit. I grab more blues to try to help with the situation, but it's not doing enough for what I tried to do. I'm trying to do the pellet trick, where you can clip up by using a pellet, but the blowhog is in the way of the bull bear, and they're just killing each other over and over. So I have to take out both of them. I call all the Pikmin, get them nectared as many as I can. I lay them down to the side. I end up pushing it a little bit of a distance there, but I see how low the time's running. So I try to take stuff back, but then the other one's still awake, and that doesn't go well either. Just losing tons of Pikmin at this point, realizing how low the day is. And then I just go back for the blues that I had left, and now I just go for setting up for the next day at this point, because there's not much left that I can do this day. So I toss them all up to turn them into yellows and have them ready for the day after. Throw them onto the ledge. And then I get as many as I can into the yellow candy pop bud to get it started. And then the day countdown starts, and I don't want to waste the trip. So I toss as many as I can in there, and I call them. I toss more in there, and it gets to almost pretty much the last second, but I actually get the candy pop bud to sprout the last set of Pikmin as the literal last second of the day ends. I think I have it up out there now. I'm not exactly sure. Mm-hmm. 13 days since impact. If I can just find 5 more parts, the dolphin will be fully rebuilt. But time has grown short. I must not flag in my search. Even if I cannot recover every piece, I will not give up. Surely some of those parts aren't absolutely necessary. I can almost see my smiling family. Thank you all so much for watching in spite of all the randomness.